Welcome back to our verse-by-verse study on the book of Ephesians. We're just starting chapter 6. In the lifestyle chapter, the last 3 chapters of the book of Ephesians, talking about family order. Now, this is a pretty big issue in Scripture. It's mentioned here in Colossians, the end of chapter 3, beginning of chapter 4, 1 Timothy 5, the order in the family. He first starts out with children. He addresses in Greek, the original language of the Bible, teknon, otherwise what would be now a school-age child, a child who's able to learn, and says they are to obey their parents. The word here is upokuo, meaning like placing yourself under what you hear. Otherwise, the directions from your parents, you should put yourself under that and obey them. It's different from the direction in chapter 5 for the wife, upotasso, where she voluntarily orders herself under God and her husband. So he says further that this is appropriate under God. It's pleasing. Now, why is this? Why are directions and order important in society? And Scripture places all of us in multiple areas of order. Scripture addresses the job, placing ourselves under government, placing ourselves under the elders at church and within marriage, and even to each other in the last chapter, as into the fear of the Lord. Otherwise, when we hear Scripture from somebody or direction that's biblical, we say, yes, I want to obey God. Thank you for telling me that. Well, order is vital, I believe, not only psychologically in the family, because some members of the family can just be chaos in action. And if your house is loud and chaotic, things just don't get done. And it's not a healthy environment for the children nor for the parents. Both the parents and the children need order. And so the children need to obey for their good so they can help the parents and learn to get along in society. For the parents, so they can raise their child in an appropriate scriptural way, and that they can assure that they get their basic education. They can't do that in a non-orderly environment. So this is key. So the first point about the family is on the children, and that they should obey, and we'll continue these thoughts next time as we cover verses 2 and 3. Thanks for joining me today.